What's up, brother fam? Welcome back to a brand new whip review. Once again, I am back at Audi Wesley Chapel, and today I'm going to tell you the top 10 things that you need to know about the 2021 Audi Q8. So if you're new to this channel, make sure you subscribe to the channel right now. Hit that subscribe button. That's going to help the channel a lot and help me create better content for you guys in the future. So now, what are you waiting for? Join the rider fam right now. Let's ride. So this is the 2021 Audi Q8. So the entire Q8 line, I love it. It is absolutely distinctful. So you have the Q8, you have the SQ8, you have the RSQ8. These cars are absolutely outstanding. And look at it. This car looks like a beast. It looks like a monster. It's so muscular and so sporty. This car is very nice. And it has a presence that any other Audi SUV doesn't have, and any other SUV on the market for that matter. So now let's take a quick walk around it. So starting with the front, you have it. Wait, before I take that walk, we need to do 2 push-ups real quick. 1, 2. Alright, you cannot review a car this muscular and be looking skinny. You need a nice pump. So now let's go to the front. So you have LED headlights with dynamic turn signal and LED daytime running light. So if you have fancier lights, you can go to a trim above. You can go to the S line, the SQ8 or RSQ8. You would get HD matrix LED headlights with laser technology. The laser technology pretty much focuses the light on the part of the road that you need to see. But this one is just a premium level, so this is why you have the basic LED lights, and that's it. So you have a nice octagonal single frame grille. This grille is distinct to the Q8. You will not find it on any other Audi models. And you can see all the space that you get here. This is for cooling purpose. It lets the air go through, and you have a nice split at the bottom and nice lip as well. And on the side you have the same scenario where you have some perforation right here to let the air go through to cool this little radiator at the back. So it's very nice, very distinct grille. But the only thing you're missing is the radar. So on any other trims, you would get 2 radars for safety features, one on each side of the grille. So they are for adaptive cruise control and active lane keeping assist. But this is a premium, so you don't have it. You only have a convenience package on this car. So now let's check the side to see what we have. So to the side you have 21-inch wheels. They can go up to 22 inches. Imagine. The 21 is already big. Imagine how massive the 22 inches are. So, and the rims are very nice. You have dual color on those rims. Audi rims are always nice. And I can tell you for sure, the wheel, the size of the wheel is definitely a key component to the look of the car. Because if they were smaller, the car wouldn't look that good. I can tell you that for sure. So from here, you can see the character lines, the body lines, they start here and they follow all the way to the back, and they are popping out along the way. And it's very good for aerodynamics as well and look in general. So you can see the frame on the window. They're not chrome, they are blacked out. This is very nice, nice gloss back. On top of it, you have a rack where you can place some storage for ski, for bikes, or anything else you want to store on top of the car. And at the bottom right here, you have a nice skirt. So now let's check what we have at the back. So at the back, you have a nice short spoiler on top. So it's very good for aerodynamics, and it's good with the look of the car and just in general. So going down, you have fully LED tail lights, and I like how they connect in the middle. And it reminds me of the A7. So they have nice tail lights. This is very good. And you have a nice black section in the middle with the Audi badge right here. You have Quattro badge on this side, Q8 badge over there. You have 2 reflectors, one on each side. And at the bottom, you have non-functional exhaust, so they're not going anywhere. The actual exhausts are behind them and facing the ground. But you have overall, you have a nice little bumper, and it can be way nicer if you have the S line or the SQ8 or RSQ8. And on the RSQ8 or SQ8, you're gonna have functional exhaust, and they're gonna look very, very nice on this car. And the last thing I want to mention is that you have this right here. You have this towing capacity in this car. It's a 7-pin hook, so it's very nice if you wanna tow something or like pull like a little trailer or something, whatever you wanna pull, jet skis, whatever. So overall, this car is a very practical SUV, very sporty, and it's definitely, to me, it's definitely the SUV to get. The Q8, you cannot go wrong with that one for sure. Now, for the dimension of this car, so pretty much you can see that it's pretty long. So it is 196.6 inches long, 78.5 inches wide, and it's 67.2 inches tall. The Q8 runs on 4 independent adaptive suspension controlled by the Quattro all-wheel system. So this system pretty much keeps the car good at all times by sending power to the wheels that need it the most. That improves stability and traction at the same time. So pretty much you can take this car off-road. When you put it in off-road mode, you get 5.8 inches of extra ground clearance. So, and the engine will adapt to the environment to give you the best performance off-road. So the 2021 Q8 starts right around $73,000 and it's available at Audi West Chapel. So if you have any questions or inquiries about this car, feel free to contact Maria at Audi West Chapel. She's going to be able to help you wherever you are in the country. Now, let's check the interior of the Q8. So basically, before I close the door, so you have frameless windows. So this is very nice. And you have the same in the A7 and you have it in the A5 as well. So now let's look at the interior. So you have all leather interior and you have the comfort seats in this car. They're a little bit sport inspired, but they're not sport seats. They are comfort seats. And I can tell you they are very comfortable. They are all leather and you can see all the stitching on it for the luxury part of it. But this is a nice color. Some people might not agree with me, but this is a nice color, and I think it matches the wood that you have on the door and on the dashboard, and you have a little bit of wood on the side of the center console as well. So this is very nice. This is nice wood. So what else do you have? So you have this nice leather armrest here. So you have a massive panoramic sunroof. This can open all the way to the back, and you can open the sunroof as well. So you have two screens, so one for the MMI, one for the climate control. You have the gear selector right here. It's all leather as well. You have a leather steering wheel. You have all the stitching on it. It's very luxurious. It's a multi-function steering wheel, so you can change volume, like voice command right here, answer phone calls. You can change the view of the virtual cockpit, which is the screen that you have on the side of the driver. And let's see what else do we have here. So you have some speakers. You don't have a lot of speakers on this car because it's a convenience package and you only have like a premium level here. So you have a few speakers. So normally with the Bang & Olufsen sound system you would get 19 speakers, but here this is just the regular sound system from Audi. So you could get at least 15 speakers. So you're missing out on 4 of them, and better sound quality of course. But this is very decent sound quality, so you're gonna enjoy it as well. So let's see what else. So over here you have a nice glove box compartment. It's not too big, so you can fit a decent amount of items, and they're small items obviously. So this is what we have, 2 cup holders. And the interesting thing that you have here is that you have a little slot right here where you can insert your key. You can place your key when you get in the car. The 12-volt socket is right there, so instead of right here on the dash, and you have the volume knob over there. So the start engine button is all black. This is very nice. So before you used to have the silver button, now it's all black. This is very nice from Audi now. So underneath the armrest you have the Audi phone box with 2 USB connectivity in there. So this is very convenient as well. And the fan is right here, very nice, very nice. The interior overall is very nice. Now we're about to check the practicality. Now to talk about the practicality, so the first thing I'm going to say is that space is not an issue in this car at all. And you can tell by the dimension too. So the car is pretty wide, it's pretty long, it's massive. So you would expect to get a lot of space in it. And you can assume to have the same at the back as well. So right now I have the driver's seat pushed all the way back, and I can reach the brake pedal, I can reach the gas pedal as well, but I cannot push it all the way. And look how I'm reaching to the steering wheel. So I am 6 feet tall. So if you're over 6 feet, you're gonna have a nice time driving this car. But if you're shorter, all you gotta do is just adjust your seat and you're gonna have a nice driving position. And you have power seats, so you can adjust them however you want. So now let's check how it is at the back. So practicality at the back is pretty much the same as the front. So look at all this leg room that I have, all this knee room that I have, and headroom. I don't even need to talk about it. This is not a concern at all in this car. So you get all the space you need in this car. It's massive. So on top of it, you can pretty much move the seats at the back, so that those two, the one to the left and the one in the center, can move together. So there is a lever at the bottom and you can move it forward and back. So this is very nice, so you can adjust your position at the back as well. But this is not a power seat, so you will have to do it manually. And you can do the same independently on the right side as well. So this seat will move independently. So those two are connected, left and center, and the right seat is independent. So at the back you have a nice amount of space. Not even nice, this is a huge amount of space, so you don't have to worry about space at all at the back. You're gonna have a nice time traveling at the back of the Q8. So this is basically a good car for like long trip, and if you have like a huge family, you can pretty much take a trip in this car. So this is a good option. And now we're back up front to talk about the MMI system. Let me switch on the car. So when you get inside the car, you pretty much hear this nice melody. It's like the car is welcoming you. It's saying welcome to the car. This is very neat. So let me talk about the MMI system. So let's start at the center. So right here you have the Audi phone box. So it's a wireless charger for your phone. This pad right here, it's a wireless charger for your phone. And when your phone is inside this box, using the antenna of the car, you're gonna have better service. So the box serves as a signal booster as well. And on top of it, if your phone is charging here, you can still have access to Apple CarPlay, for example, because you have wireless Apple CarPlay inside this car. So you don't need to hook it up to any USB port to have access to Apple CarPlay. You can just use it wirelessly. And I repeat this is Apple CarPlay, not Android Auto. So if you're using Android, you still need to connect it to the USB ports to have access to Android Auto. But this is only for Apple users. So you have two USB-C connectivity in here, so for better charging, like faster charging, I would say. Right here, you have this 8-inch screen. Whew. How did I say that one? 8-inch screen. All right, so that's what you have right here, and it's a touch screen. It's basically for the climate control. So when you use this right here, you can have fan speed. You can increase your fan speed, decrease. You have access to your temperature, everything, fan direction, air direction, pretty much everything. And in this car, you have 3 zones. So you have 2 zones up front, so one for the passenger and one for the driver. And you have rear conditioning, which is the 3rd zone, which is at the back. So you can change the temperature of those 3 zones independently, or you can just sync it and have the same temperature all around the car. So on top of it, you have this 10.1-inch screen, which is the MMI system, and you have pretty much everything that you need inside this car. So you have like radio, you have media, phone, navigation, vehicle settings. And when you go to vehicle settings, you can go to the Audi Drive Select, and you get this nice animation where you see the car coming. It's like a 3D version of the car, and you have all the driving modes right here. And the cool thing about the MMI system is that it's very interactive. So you can hear the click when you click on something, and also you can feel the vibration. It's called the haptic feedback technology, and it's pretty much the same thing that you have in your phone. So it's very responsive. It's like using your iPhone, for example. This is very, very responsive, and it is user friendly as well, because even if you're like 80 years old, you can use this system easily because it's very user friendly and it's convenient as well. So on the driver's side, you have this 12.3-inch screen, which is the Audi Virtual Cockpit Plus, and you can tell that the interface has been like refined, it's refreshed, because they just changed the appearance of it. So the way it looks right now is not how it looked like from 2017 to 2019. So you have a different look, and it's very neat. It looks very it looks new, I would say. And over there you have information about the car, like car gas consumption, like the AC consumption. You have information like your short trip, memory, traffic sign, driver assistance, like lane keeping assist. You have access to your media here. If you're using the radio or your phone to play music, you're gonna see your music over here. You can make phone calls. You have access to your phone right there, and you have navigation on top of it. So you have 2 views. So you have a bigger view and a smaller view. That'll give you more details. When you put on the smaller view, you're gonna have like the speed is gonna be lower, and then you're gonna see the map bigger. Everything else is gonna be bigger. So it's very, very, very convenient, and it looks HD. It's super clear, so you cannot miss anything. So this is very convenient because you don't have to turn your head over this way. You can keep your head straight, and pay attention to the road and have everything in front of you. So you don't need to be looking away from the road. So this is very, very convenient. So on top of it, I would say you have a basic premium sound system in this car. This is not the Bang & Olufsen because this is a premium version. So you just have a convenience package in this car. So you don't have the Bang & Olufsen. You only have 15 speakers in this car. That will still give you premium sound. So this is pretty much it for the MMI system. If you are getting a luxury car such as an Audi, you would expect that the car would come with a lot of convenience features, and it is the case for this car. This car has a lot of convenience features as standard. So the MMI system is very convenient. We already saw that, and we have rear conditioning as well, and we have extra fans at the back next to the door that will keep you cooled inside the car because the car is massive. 2 fans in the middle would not be enough, so they added 2 extra ones on the side. So this is very convenient. But the number one convenient feature I want to show today is a keyless entry. So basically, when the car is locked, you can have your key in your pocket, in your backpack, wherever you want to have it, and have hands-free and unlock the car. All you got to do is approach the car, place your hand behind the handle, and you unlock it just like this. And now, when you get out of the car, if you want to lock it, all you got to do is tap the sensor on the handle, and you lock it just like this. Now let me demo this on the tailgate. With your key still in your pocket and you want to unlock the tailgate, all you gotta do is a small kick to the middle bumper and you open it just like this. And there is a button on the tailgate. You can stop it at any time using that button, and you can bring it back down using the same button. And there you go. This is a power tailgate. It's gonna do it automatically. Now you have another option. There is this tailgate button on the key. All you gotta do is double click that button and you open it. You can click that button to stop it at any time, and all you gotta do is just hold it to bring it back down. At the back, you have a tremendous amount of space, so this car pretty much can fit anything, and you can tell how big this thing is. I can literally lay at the back and I can fit easily. So if you need more space, as I mentioned before, you can pretty much fold the seats and you're gonna have extra space at the back if you need to store more things. So this car already comes with the racks, so typically they will come with the racks, and you can place this on top of the car if you need to, like place a cargo on top, like ski, bikes, whatever. And you have all the mats, so you have all weather mats and you have the regular mats as well. So this back can fit pretty much anything that you need. And if you need me to give you the exact dimensions, please comment down below and I'll give it to you. But other than that, as you can tell, you can fit a lot of things at the back. It's massive. It's a massive trunk. When it comes to safety, this car comes standard with all your airbags. So you have front, knee, and overhead airbag. You have blind spot assist on both mirrors, which is this little spot right here on the mirror. It pretty much illuminates when there is a car in your blind spot. And also you have Audi Presense. It's located behind this mirror right here in front of the car. It's gonna reduce your speed when you're about to impact something and you are at high speed. And on top of it, you have the Parking System Plus in this car, where you have 3D view of the car. You're going to have a 3D view of the car where you can see exactly where the car is positioned. You have top view, and you have 360 view in this car because you have front, back, and side cameras inside this car. So this is very, very useful when it comes to safety. The Q8 is powered by a 3-liter turbocharged V6 engine that can produce around 335 horsepower with 369 pound-feet of torque. So Audi judged that this car can go from 0 to 60 in 5.6 seconds. But there's also the option to tune the engine and get it quicker. But factory-wise, the car can go from 0 to 60 in 5.6 seconds and has an output of 335 horsepower. So it is controlled by an 8-speed automatic gearbox with 5 different modes. You have auto, dynamic, comfort, and the visual, and you have off-road, as I mentioned before. So this is all part of the Audi Drive Select. So the fuel efficiency in this car is about 18 miles per gallon in the city and 23 on the highway. Alright, so now we're riding in comfort mode. So pretty much the engine is like loose, pretty much. And the steering wheel is kind of get loose as well, get very comfortable. So it's very smooth riding. So let's see how it's gonna handle the corners right there. So we're still in comfort mode, nothing too crazy. So let's see. Whew, the body roll, oh my gosh. This feels like a giant ship rolling over. But of course you have that quattro all-wheel drive system in the car, so you don't have to worry about accelerating in the corners because this car pretty much is gonna grip anything that's underneath the tires. So that quattro all-wheel drive system is very efficient no matter the mode you are in. So that thing is gonna grip, it's not gonna let you go at all. So now See, I can feel that little steering assist with this while I'm taking the corner. Let's see. Oh, okay. On comfort mode, I can tell you the engine is very much less responsive than as any other mode. So pretty much I'm gonna put it in comfort and sport now and see if it reacts better. Let's see. So now I'm taking another. Okay, now it's doing a. Okay, now on sport mode, it's much more better. Yeah, it's very much more like aggressive, but still comfortable. You can tell that it's comfortable, and like the steering wheel is still very loose. And you're gonna take this corner right here, this roundabout. All right. Now I'm gonna stop a little bit and I'm gonna put it in dynamic, which is the sportiest setting that you can get in this car, and see how the car is going to react. So now I'm putting it in dynamic. So now I'm in sport, dynamic and S mode, perfect. Now let's see, let's feel it. Okay, there's a bit of kick down in this, but it's not that thrilling because the car is very heavy. That's the first thing. It's very heavy. Let me go around this roundabout right there. Yep, it handles very well. Even though you get a bit of body roll, but it's gonna handle this very well. So nice kick down. So 5.6 seconds 0 to 60. That's pretty quick, I would say. Very adequate. So when I'm braking, the seatbelt is pretty much gripping me. So it's saying that you're not going anywhere. So that's very good. So now let's make this turn right here. Let's go. Let's head back. Now let's feel it. Come on, Q8. Okay, so the RPMs go all the way to 6,000. It's pretty good. Pretty good. That feels a bit quick, but it makes more noise than it's actually going. So, but the kickdown is much better on sport mode, on dynamic. So now we're going. Yeah, perfect. It's a very heavy car, so there's nothing to complain about. So this is really good. Let's take this corner right here. Hey, here we go. All right. When you put the car in dynamic mode, so the steering pretty much stiffens up, and same thing for the suspensions because the car is in a sportiest setting, so it's pretty much like contracting everything. So the car is very stable, very rigid, I would say. That's how the dynamic mode is. So the car doesn't like roll over, so it's very strong. It just like stays on its feet. So now this last round. So now we're going back. Yeah, but this definitely feels less than 5.6 seconds. I mean, I'm not doing a full sprint, but it feels like a bit slower than 5.6 seconds. So maybe it's 5.6, maybe it's less. So I'm not like a professional car, like a race car driver, so I can tell you accurately, and I don't have any gadget to test the time here, but I'm just telling you how it feels. So when you try it for yourself, you're gonna be able to feel exactly how you drive. But it's decent amount of power in this car. It's very heavy, so that's why the kickdown is a bit like slow. I feel like this car could use much more power than just 335 horsepower. So at least 450 would be perfect for this car. This car would fly. So the weight wouldn't be an issue with 450. So that's one thing I want to say. But other than that, this car is very satisfying. And if you want more, just get the S-Line package on it, or you can go to the SQ8 or the RSQ8. And that's it. Alright, Rider fam, thank you so much for watching this review about the 2021 Audi Q8, this beauty right here, this beast. So if you enjoyed this review, make sure you give me a big thumbs up, like this video right now. It's gonna help the channel tremendously. And before you go, make sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any other video that I'll be posting in the future, and also enjoy the other reviews that I already have on the channel. If you want to see this car in more details, feel free to check out the visual video about the Q8 that I have on the channel by clicking that little pop over there. And now, until we meet again, let's keep riding. Hello. We good, man. What's up?
Oh, I love your channel.
Let's go. So the Q8 runs on 4 independent adaptive systems. The Q8 runs on 4 independent adaptive systems. Oh. The Q8 runs on 4 independent adaptive systems.